But like again, I'm really frustrated with HSR right now. Like I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know what they're doing. All right, let's watch this trailer also. Cuz I did not look at the live stream for HSR when it did come out. So let's react to this.
Can you still remember where this journey began? Penacony, the land of the dreams. Someone might have made you forget some
Would it be better for me to get a crit damage Hecate since I have her weapon? Yes, it would. Yeah. If you're running like crit rate is only decent if you don't have her sig or like a yeah, crit rate is only good on her if you don't have her sig or like a crit damage alternative. Other than that, 9 times out of 10 you want to run crit damage. For me, I just run crit damage anyway because crit rate is a myth. It's made by it's fabricated by the government. uh yeah, crit rate is a myth. Uh I I hate that. I just go for crit damage stuff just because I think it's more. It gives me more damage. That's really all it is. Even though I won't be able to get that more damage if I don't have enough crit rate, which the weapon will provide you. So yeah. Theoretically, you only need one crit rate. Exactly. And they already gave you like 5% crit rate to begin with. So I mean, like we're already playing a gotcha game. Why not go gambling and get that? Just you just gotta hit that 5% chance. Even well all the time, you know. It could always happen. Yeah.
critically important information. Your memory of Penacony is incomplete. A part of it has already been stolen. We could be watched if we met anywhere else. This is the only place where I can feel safe sharing secrets that should stay between us. The flame flickers ever stronger.
I think that Dahlia looks cool. Well, she looks good, but the only thing is, it's like, speaking of HSR, this game has to be the top 10 worst games of all time because of how dirty they did My Day. My Day wasn't really much of a character I really cared about, so I could kind of care less. But like, I understand the. I understand. I understand. I definitely understand. Okay, now I have 53% crit rate with 221 crit damage. Something went wrong with the crit rate. Uh, Do you have crit damage on every single piece? That's a question I think I should ask. Guy had the most aura of all early 3.x patches, and they cooked him to make him all. Yeah. No, that's what I'm fixing. Okay. Yeah. You want to get crit damage on all your pieces, and then if you want to like try to get like even further, then you'd probably want to get like even higher crit damage. You know. It's a good start, I guess. Yeah. I had the most early and had the most aura of the early 3.x patches, and they cooked him and made Cat steal all his teammates. Yeah, that is quite unfortunate for him. Bro just got shafted. Like, he got mad shafted. It's... But between the auto battle kit and, like, him just not really fitting on my account anywhere at all, because I was building my cast and stuff, it's just kind of not worth getting him, for me at least. I would not pull him if it were me. But, I mean...
This time, we are going to dig deeper. Let us now go back to where it all began. Think of that girl who could neither enter dreams nor wished to wake.
Pull up the 3.0.
Why did she slumber
right now.
with you?
That cutscene was so hard. I think I know what cutscene you're talking about.
It was a wish.
But let me finish what I want to say about HSR first.
And in the tale where you are the protagonist, the stars themselves will defy the destiny of finality.
I missed that so bad.
Can I take your arm and awaken your memories?
Even if you're paying such a heavy price, we only get one shot at this.
If embracing fate is also a form of resistance, then this time, I shall embrace death!
It's kind of messed up that she has to die again. Like, this is like the fourth time, right? That she said. Or, no, this is the third death, because she didn't die when it came to the stuff with Sparkle. So, yeah, because Sparkle avoided that, and then she... Okay, yeah. Yeah, this will actually be her third death. Also, Rappa's never getting a rerun. Yeah. That is really kind of funny and kind of unfortunate. Well, it's just pretty unfortunate. She's been out since last year and still no rerun. Yeah. She should have been rerun. I don't know why they didn't rerun her. Let's look at this too, because that's also something.
The sweet dream burns the Everflame mansion, erasing every fragment of her existence.
Okay, so the Dahlia
destruction, remembrance. Along its path, blossoms of betrayal rise and bloom. To return to the dreamscape no one remembers, who will be the one to set her aflame again? On this episode of Keeping Up with Star Rail, let's look at this mysterious femme fatale, the Dahlia. We're pleased to invite the Dahlia's former colleague today, Black Swan, who's also rumored to be her good friend.
Good friend? Can you tell me where you got that information about us?
What for?
I'd like to fix the source of the incorrect memories people have about our relationship.
Seems like you two have a long history. Care to spill? That's a no then. Let's talk about something else. The Dahlia is a fire character following the path of Naili, with the unique ability to deal break damage before enemies are weakness broken. When she uses her basic attack, the Dahlia deals fire damage to one designated enemy. Using her skill, the Dahlia launches a zone dealing fire damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. While the zone lasts, all allies' weakness break efficiency increases. And here's the most important part. Toughness reduction taken by enemy targets before they are weakness broken can be converted to super break damage. Making break teams deal damage even faster.
Yeah,
The Dahlia seems
whole
like quite a
breaking
capable and reliable
stuff,
teammate.
even before it's supposed to be
Perhaps.
broken, is kind of funny.
But being capable
But,
and
like-
reliable won't stop her from...
It's supposed to be like, it's called break for a reason. Like, I mean, we're just kind of not caring about the whole break thing. It's just kind of okay. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just
That's
kind of
rather contradictory.
it's
Not
kind
for
of weird.
her. If she doesn't put her all into the job, then her betrayal has no impact.
Woo, what a painful lesson. Let's get back on topic. Using her technique, the Dahlia will create a
They
special
fixed
dimension.
super break by
Enemies in it
taking
will
out
not
the
initiate
break.
attacks.
By taking
After
the
entering
break
combat
out
with
of
enemies
the
in the
equation.
special dimension, she'll immediately deploy her skilled zone and convert combat trigger toughness reduction into one instance of super break damage. And after unlocking certain traces, she will increase all teammates' break effect for some turns based on her own break effect when entering combat. This effect is triggered again when she receives healing or shields from a teammate. When entering combat, she will become dance partners together with the combat triggering teammate. When a dance partner attacks a weakness-broken target, they can inflict them with super break damage. What's more, after the enemy target is attacked by the other dance partner, the Dahlia will launch a follow-up attack with her tail to deal many instances of damage. After unlocking specific tricks, will launch a follow-up attack with her
What
tail.
the-
What's more,
Wait,
after the enemy
wait,
target is
wait,
attacked by
wait,
the
wait.
other dance partner, the Dahlia will launch a follow-up attack.
Yo. Like, why is
Back with her
that?
tail to
Like,
deal many instances of damage. After unlocking specific traces, the Dahlia's follow-up attack can recover one skill point for allies, with this effect triggering once for every 2 follow-up attacks.
Firefly's
using her
gonna
ultimate.
need that. Maybe even Boot Hill. But I don't think he does. I do know that Rappa doesn't really care too much about the extra skill point. Like, it's kind of just there. So,
Dahlia will inflict the wilt state on all enemies for a set number of turns, dealing damage distributed across all of them.
and her ult looks kind of freaky. I'm not gonna lie.
Targets in the wilt state will be impacted with the weaknesses of all dance partners types and have the defense reduced. After unlocking certain traces, allied targets will get a speed boost for a set number of turns.
Wait,
After unlocking certain weaknesses of all dance, all of them, is for a set number of. Using her ultimate, the Dahlia will inflict the for every 2 up attack can recover 1 skill point for
they should have
allies.
shown off
This
the
effect triggering once
toughness
Dahlia's
is
follow-up
that the
attack
enemy
can
has.
recover 1 skill point for allies.
Like, already,
This effect
just to
triggering
actually
once for every
show
2
that.
follow-up attacks. Using her ultimate, the Dahlia will inflict the wilt state on all enemies for a set number of turns, dealing damage distributed across all of them. Targets in the wilt state will be impacted with the weaknesses of all dance partners types and
But that is nice. That is nice. Like, they just get an implant of all
have the defense
the
reduced. After unlocking
people's
certain traces,
stuff.
allied
This would
targets
be
will get a
really
speed
nice.
boost for a set number of turns when they add a weakness to an enemy target. If a fire character's attack adds a weakness to the enemy, then the character's energy will regenerate, and the enemy's toughness will be additionally reduced. Now to sum it up, the
I'm guessing that's to make up for her not implanting the weakness on. Well, that's to make up for the Dahlia not implanting the weakness on the enemy. Check DMs real quick. Let me see this. Don't really want to talk about this in screen. I'm actually gonna get into that after this. So, just hold up. Yeah, okay.
Ollie is an Ahilde character that can help break teams deal
Getting
more
a little
damage faster,
ahead of
optimize damage
ourselves.
rotations,
Let's
add
get
weakness to all enemies, and cause their team to deal higher damage.
Because I mean, they did post it
break
themselves,
teams
so
can
it's
only
not
efficiently
it's not
deal damage by inflicting
exactly
enemies with weakness
leaks.
break. But the Dahlia will change that. While in her skill zone, allies can do super break damage even without breaking enemies' weaknesses. Her traces increase ally speed when they implant weaknesses in enemies. And fire characters who trigger this effect can regenerate energy. This will streamline allies' damage rotation. It greatly reduces cases where damage feels weak because the damage window hasn't arrived yet. But when it has, but the team isn't ready to capitalize on it. Add in the all-enemy defense reduction from the Dahlia's ultimate, and her enemies will simply perish with relentless super break damage.
I might have to pick up Firefly E1, but I'm also not too sure if I should, because I don't use her as my dedicated. I don't use her as my dedicated break character to begin with. Like, that's mainly Rappa for me. So I think, well, I'm just not gonna pull on her banner at all, which will definitely suck. But oh my god. Okay, I'm not. Okay, so they're just not gonna end up showing it. Okay, cool. That's unfortunate, but I can. We'll probably see something about that later. All right, now to look at the other stuff. We have the 4.0 teasers. So we also we did get this in the mail. 1,000 jades and 10 fuels, and we also got a teaser image of the new characters for 4.0 and stuff. So that'll be pretty cool. To what it seems like here, this is supposed to be Sparkle. Or I think it's supposed to be Sparkle. This I am not too sure. That is 100% Blade. I don't doubt it at all, actually. Like, this one looks like Boot Hill, but I'm also not too sure. That's Silver Wolf. And I think this may just be Yai Sakura from what is it called? It might be a Yai Sakura XP, which I am really looking forward to. I might actually pull her, but I'm also planning on pulling for stuff for Fugue. So, like after I get Constance and stuff, I'm gonna get stuff for Fugue. But other than that, this patch is like supposed to be 8 weeks. Like this is supposed to be an 8-week patch, and also this stuff for the next region was supposed to be playing Arcadia. So what I think of this region, I think this was the region we're supposed to be we were supposed to be going after the initial thing that we were supposed to be going to. But they had to speed it up because they do patches. Well, they make patches a year in advance. So while we're inside of 3.8, they're probably working on like 4.0. Well, they're probably working on like 4.8 or maybe even 4. No, they're working on like 5.0 probably. It just kind of looks like Billabong. I was thinking it looks like something that we've seen before with the one trailer. I know it's like a Star Wars trailer, of course it is. But like it was a trailer we had like a while ago. Like like I think we have seen that planet before. I think we have seen that place before. I have to really look here. I don't think that's it. I think it was something for like that's not it. Nope. Wait. No. Was it something that came out a long time ago or like yeah, I don't remember where the trailer is. Was it this one? No, it was something else. It was something else. Man, okay. Whatever. But I don't know what the heck they're doing. I really don't know what they're doing. I wish they would be a little bit more transparent with us and tell us what exactly we're doing and getting and stuff. But companies like to be very, they like to be very, like, around the words. Like, they go around the words rather than actually saying the words. Like, you could be like, oh, I got in a fight, and then the company will be like, there was a physical altercation. Like, just tell us straight up, please. Like, I mean, at least we got like compensation, but like, the whole thing is pretty frustrating. Other than that, 4.0 does look pretty nice. The Dahlia looks cool. And I'm very excited for that stuff to come out.